Welcome back, everyone, to A Song of Tara, which is obviously our ongoing Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition campaign set in Dublin. We are all here today, and we are all on time. So it's going to be a little different than it has been the last few weeks, where we've had people arrive late. We can actually all get started from the get-go today. And as usual, we should probably start with a recap. So why don't we let Taliesin take care of that as we usually do?
Yeah. Basically, if I remember correctly, what happened last time, in a roundabout way, all the members of the pack ended up out in Bray at Aaron's old mansion.
Except for one.
Except for one who was suffering from NPC sickness at the time. But yes, all out there, and we set to discussing a few things. Sort of had some character development, and we prepared for upcoming conflict. If I remember correctly, it was also Connell also finished off performing some duties in Dublin before that happened. But then, when we all were all out there, we set to trying to secure what little we could of Aaron's notable resources for the Guru Nation. Enter stage left Janet McMillan, our most recent acquisition to the Sept, who, aside from being...
makes it sound like we stole her.
Well, you could argue that. Her father certainly would.
No, because he doesn't know.
Yeah, we who knows? One day he might know. He just isn't telling anyone. But the point is that she's out there. It's convenient that she hides out there away from where anyone can find her easily. And she, as it turns out, is quite a whiz kid with computers and accounting. So she is going to temporarily take up the persona of the late Aaron, and see about trying to then fudge some documents and some numbers and things, and transfer what we can of Aaron's holdings to the nation, to the Guru Nation, and maybe to the pack in particular. Of particular interest are keeping the manor safe, because that's directly tied up with land that Pentax is trying to get its diseased hands on. In the meantime, we also discovered that the Macmillan family has had dealings with a known enemy of the Sept, and an agent of the Worm in the form of, what was that gentleman's name? Dr. Geoffrey Billington, the noted surgeon, who is also responsible for the creation of several delightful Fomori. And
Are you sure we want to call him a gentleman?
I'm British. I'm required to call anyone that, regardless of how much of a rank arsehole they actually are. Yes, thank you for the image up on the screen there.
That looks female.
It does say androgynous in the description.
I haven't read it.
That's fine. I don't think any of us have. But yes, and there's a good chance that, but because this person has been performing surgery already on Janet's mother, there is a potential chance that she has also been corrupted, and that the rest of the Macmillans are actually knee deep in the business of the worm, which will be traumatizing to Janet, and which we obviously want to do our best to avoid. So dealing with Billington and making sure that Janet's family, no matter how much we may personally disagree with them, are safe and whole is important. But that being said, there is this more pressing issue of the fact that the war with the vampires, which was instigated several sessions ago, is still building up. A raid has been made on Temple Bar. Supplies of silver bullets have been confiscated. And in an effort to retrieve a friendly vampire to the pack from St. Patrick's, found that it was gone. And a group of vampires, who the werewolves won't know this, but we know that they are members of the Sabbat faction of Dublin, have absconded with them, have stolen them away, and are basically holding them hostage on the basis that unless we want to see them alive again, we'll stay out of Victoria's and her her vampires' way. Basically, we'll stay out of the Sabat's way. Whether or not we deal with is it Connor's group? Yeah, with Connor's group with the Camarilla is completely not. They don't care about that. But yeah, as long as we stay out of Victoria and her cronies' way, that's all fine. Taliesin responded quite emphatically that if the worst came to it, then they would retaliate very strongly, and basically made it clear to the group that he may want to save them on principle, but if they're put in a position where their duty is compromised, then they should they should choose duty over their friends, which caused some upset and some disquiet among certain members of the group, but they kept it to themselves for the most part so far.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole session ended when the vampires' underlings, the last ones to leave St. Patrick's Cathedral, the neutral ground, were shot from on high by members of the Order of Arnaud. And then we made our way back to Connell's car, where we found a business card waiting in the windscreen for Rajat Panja Limited, which we know nothing about, but we're obviously going to be very keen to find out in the coming sessions. And that's about it. Storyteller?
Yes. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. And this was the image that you saw in the windscreen. This logo.
Yes.
Yeah, there's still an echo, unfortunately, and it's quite loud again.
Might be because I haven't spoken in a while.
It might be. Yeah, that helped. It helps a little. It doesn't help much. Is it possible for you to mute if you're not speaking? Thank you. There we go. The situation obviously is slightly problematic for the lot of you by now, but you are standing outside St. Patrick's Cathedral. You've just picked up this business card, and well, everyone is there except for Fenna. So let's start out with her. Where is Fenna right now?
Fenna is at Terran's apartment, where she has first she invaded the exercise training room and got rid of a lot of frustrations in there, and then she went to sleep preparing for a night of hunting.
Yes. All right. Well, that means that by now you would be awake.
Yes.
Because it is now time for a night of hunting, obviously.
Yes.
The sun has set about half an hour or so ago. And which obviously would mean that the vampires would be up and around and busy and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Which means asking my party, not party. That's a different game. That no, asking my pack where they are. Sending a text to everyone. Asking.
Yeah. So
where are you?
You're sending yeah, basically, yeah. Okay.
Ready to hunt.
I think Connell answers with a text saying Sunday church.
You text. Who stole Connell's phone?
The reply will simply be a laughing emoticon.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really tell Fenna much, but that's
No.
Connell for you.
But she's kind of hoping someone else will answer, maybe. Does anyone else answer?
Well, she gets a text saying at Aaron's house then. That's where we were, right?
No, at this point you
No.
are outside St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Oh, that's true. Well, that's the text she gets then.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, then she knows where to go.
Indeed.
How far is that? I wonder.
It is not terribly far. In fact, let me just move you over to a map where it is slightly easier to illustrate. Here we and Taryn's flat is here. And
Could you shift ping?
I did, but I'll try
Um,
there. Okay, let me just try one more time because, like so.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. And St. Patrick's is down here, so it's you can get there on foot if you want to. It'll take about, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe.
Well, no real reason not to go on foot.
Well,
Also,
we
if you
will.
decide to run there in lupus form, it'll be even less. So there you go.
Yeah, but I'm not a bone gnawer, so it's going to look super suspicious going alone.
True. Yeah, true.
So no, I'll just run.
Okay.
Oh, Johan, by the way, I forgot I was supposed to ask you before we started.
Mm-hmm.
Can I buy my strength up to 3?
Yes, that's all right.
Okay, thank you.
And well, the rest of you get this message from Fenna while you are standing there with the business card in your hand.
We must do.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you doing?
Fenna does write that she'll be there in 10 to 15 minutes.
I think Taliesin will swear, because now instead of driving to a safe location away from the crossbows of the Order, they now have to wait for Fenna to get to them.
Unless you give her other directions. That's not metagaming, that's acting on his common sense.
Yeah,
That's true.
this is true.
Okay, so yes. Okay, then text will be received from Taliesin to Fenna saying, "We'll meet you at your location. Need to get to safe space."
Okay, well, I'm still at Terrence.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go there.
All right.
And then I think Taliesin will motion for everyone to get in the car.
Connell does so.
Yeah.
As you get into the car, you see up on the out of the windscreen. Basically, I'm kind of guessing. Well, Connell takes the driver's seat, obviously, but who's sitting next to him?
I'll do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the two of you can see out through the front windscreen up on the roof on the opposite side of the street.
Yep.
You can see two characters
Huh.
looking down at you.
Mhm.
One being this fellow, and the other one being this one.
Do they look like they're preparing to attack us?
No, they look like they are observing you.
The Order of Honor still don't know if we're a threat or if we can be helpful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure with these characters. They kinda hate the leeches and we kinda hate the leeches, but I'm not sure they can be trusted.
Well, the point is that they'll still attack us eventually because we don't fit we don't fit the image of the world as God intended it. But as long as we're not actively being heathenistic and horrible, I think we are temporarily okay.
Or it may simply be that at the moment they think you guys are doing a better job at killing the enemy than they are.
Mm-hmm. True.
Well, if the storyteller said it, it's probably that one.
Yes.
Quite likely.
Yes.
My point being that what you guys know of them by now, after years in the city, is that they will want to kill all of you.
Mm.
Every last non-dreamer in the world has to go, according to them.
They're probably right somewhere. But still.
They sound so nice.
They sound absolutely delightful, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't like Maine. She's already killed Tukathane.
Yep. Well, I think we're going to. I think Taliesin, still looking at them, is just going to incline his head towards Coddle and just say, "Let's get out of here. Quickly."
Right away, boss man. Connell turns on the car and starts driving.
Starts driving. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You head to Taryn's place then, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, and for those of you who are not aware, you might want to look at the characters section, because Taryn has actually added a photo to her file. But yeah, the
Ooh.
yes, I thought I might as well make everyone aware. Anyway, you get to Taryn's place, nice and easy, no problem at all, and yeah. What do you do?
Park the car somewhere,
yeah.
and then
I sort of meant
head on up to the head up to the apartment.
okay, fine. I kind of meant after you got up there, but all right,
Fair
all
enough.
right. Let's
Fair
nitpick.
enough.
Let's absolutely nitpick.
Okay.
If you were my Malkavian in the last Modern Knights, you would park it inside the house because that's easier. Even if there were no garage.
Yep. Okay. I think once we are all in, Taliesin will have will bring out the duffel bag containing the various weapons, and will arm himself with the Remington.
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
We should probably check the house for bugs. Wasn't this place one of the places we were spied on?
Yeah, absolutely worth looking into that. I mean, aside from the supernatural element, but we can easily check in the Umbra and around for physical aspects. You want to get on that? You can choose whoever you need to help you.
Well, I would probably need Taryn's help.
You want it with that, Taryn?
Mm.
Okay.
Just walk to the nearest mirror.
Shiva follows.
Yes, Taliesin blinks, thinking, "What the hell is that?" And then sets
It's a pissy
about.
teenager! Run away!
Yes.
She finally reached the teenage years and she's 16.
And then I think he'll, while checking on the Remington, he'll I remember who was it that had the other shotgun that Cat handed out, the over and under double barreled.
I
Spenna.
had one. But that's in Connell's hands.
So
Okay.
it's Connell.
Okay,
That is probably in the car.
that's fine. So basically, Taliesin will look to the two of them and say, "Well, we all got the text. Good hunting. I assume from that we're basically being given some degree of independence over who we target. So, Fenna, I need you to try if you can search out any particular groups we can go after that won't be in the way, and start work."
Are you saying to go alone, or?
No, when we all get together and we're armed up and everything's sorted, we'll go together, but you'll be scouting ahead. Not
okay.
too far ahead.
No, I'm pretty sure they'll shoot a wolf at sight.
We're counting on it. Yes, you and me, Connell, we're going to have to be frontliners on this one. Obviously, that's where we prefer to be.
I was just about to ask how that was different from any other day.
Yeah, must confess, it's the first time I'm going to be up there on the front with you myself, but give it the best I can.
Don't worry, it'll be a blast.
I'm sure.
Always is.
In the meantime, we've got to make sure that while we do enjoy ourselves, we've got to make sure that all the rest are still with us, still supported, that they're doing the jobs they need to.
Yeah.
If we're the ones doing the most killing, we need to be killing the things that help make their work easier.
Absolutely.
All right, grab any spare guns you want and get them as ready as you need them.
I'm an up close and personal kind of guy. I don't think I need any firearms.
The offer's still there, but I appreciate that.
Sure.
I think, unless we want to move on to where to Shiva and Taryn for a bit. I mean, I think that. Yeah.
Yep. We'll go to Shiva and Taryn. You guys go into the Umbra. I'm assuming.
Yes, to check for electronic devices, microphones, cameras, whatever.
Yep. Anything out of the ordinary, anything that shouldn't basically be there.
Anything Taran didn't leave behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted Taryn with me because I'm pretty sure she'd be the ideal person to find them.
Oh, hell yes.
Taryn has surveillance herself, doesn't she?
Yep.
Someone could have maybe hacked into that. It's also a point to consider.
Let's just throw them out.
I'm just saying that's another thing to check for.
True. That is a very valid point.
So, do you want checks?
Yeah, actually, I would like to see a couple of, let me see, perception plus alertness at first, just to see if there's anything that you notice.
I thought we were going to roll to get in first.
Strictly speaking, you should. I guess, yeah. That's why
I
just
guess
rolled.
everywhere but our perfect little Karen is pretty hard.
Your place is a 6.
God, be kidding me, fucking thing.
That means you have 2. Okay. Shiva has 2 successes and 1 success for Taryn. Well, you both get in. It just takes a little while.
And then perception plus alertness.
Perception plus alertness, yes. It should probably also be said for Shiva's case that she probably, I don't know if you would have seen the Umbra in Taryn's place before, but it is absolutely crawling with microchip spiders.
I don't think she has, and I don't think she's surprised.
No.
It's
It's
like,
got red
"Whoa,
spiders
oh."
everywhere.
Well, I roll a 3.
3 successes, yep.
I didn't know that, but now I know.
I kind of imagine that Shiva's reaction is startled but not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised she can see anything with all those spiders around, but I rolled 3 successes, so...
Yep.
Perception alertness.
Yes. Indeed. Difficulty 6.
I can't roll after any difficulty
No,
because
no.
it let me roll in there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's 4 successes for you. You guys get.
Oh, shit!
You check the whole thing thoroughly, both of you. And you find that there's nothing wrong with the with the installations. None of the electronics have been tampered with. Basically, you can quickly tell that. However, it's pretty clear that something has been here, and it has tried to clean up after itself. But it's only because you guys are so perceptive that you notice it.
Also, Taryn has a billion guard dogs. Where did it go? And then all spiders points that way.
Yeah. Well, it's a while clearly since it's been here. It's not like it was 5 minutes ago, but you do notice that it's tried to clean up, but it has killed several spiders, web spiders, and while it has brought most of them with it, it's left parts of a couple of them, like a broken print plate and so on.
Poor
Taryn
things.
growls softly. Oh, well, something was here.
Can we, do you think you can see what it tried to do outside of killing your friends?
She tries to look after one that, has more than just, "Woo, let me go over here" kind of brain.
Yes, trying to find a slightly
Sentient.
more... Yes, a
Sentient.
sentient one, yes, definitely. Well, that's not too hard. There are a couple of them that don't function purely on instinct. So...
Hey, you know what happened here?
It runs around on your hand in a very excited manner.
Oh god, you've been talking with Micah too much.
It hops off and runs across the floor to the image of your TV, basically, to the screen on the other side, where it plugs itself in and plays a grainy snippet. It's only maybe 3 or 4 seconds long, but a grainy snippet of what it has seen. Clearly, it's what that particular web spider has seen, and it is a you see a really vicious looking, very very reed thin Bane spirit slithering into the room and swatting a couple of web spiders as it enters, and you just manage to notice that the rest of the web spiders are fleeing for their lives, and apparently that's what this one did as well.
Yeah.
Which is why it doesn't have any more than a few seconds of footage.
It saw it came in and did the smart thing and ran for it.
Exactly.
What does the Bane look like to be? One of the dogs or one of the more intelligent ones?
It's definitely one of the smarter ones. It's bipedal, so it walks upright. It doesn't look human, obviously. Banes don't. But
Banes usually don't.
But it looks like it knows exactly where it is. It's walking purposefully as it comes in, and it's, as I said, it just swats at the web spiders, and that's it.
Do you know where it went?
The web spider comes back out and crawls up on your hand again, and flops down in a very sad and sorry kind of way.
Oh, it's alright. You did the smart thing. Don't get in its way. Well, we know that was there.
Yeah.
You alright? Oh, you can answer. Just imagine her being dumbfounded. Oh, they can do that too?
No, I just have to unmute every time.
Oh! Technology. Our best friend.
Yep. So, something was here.
No, it's just I suggest that if you're not doing anything else, that you just hover the cursor over the unmute thingy.
I have a button on my headset.
Okay, then maybe stay ready by it.
Yep.
Roger.
So something was definitely here.
It
But
doesn't seem it has done anything to the installations.
no, and as far as I know, the leeches can't really communicate with spirits, can they?
No. They usually don't, at least. I think the only thing I've heard is Dr. Kelly having some run-ins with them, but not that they spirit walk around.
Yeah, and that's an entirely different kind of spirit, as far as I understand.
Yep.
There's somebody scratching or playing with matches or something?
No, that's probably my computer scratching against the zippers on my pants. I'm going to mute.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we know something was here. Do you know any way we could guard against that?
It was here for a reason. It hasn't tampered with any of the electronics. It's a Bane spirit. What the hell was it doing here? Taryn starts rummaging around the entire flat to see where the hell it went and if it changed anything. If we were just here to look.
Hey, Taryn.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that Bane spirits have a tendency to be around where vampires are? Maybe it followed a vampire who was here.
But then I would have seen it on my surveillance. It hasn't been tampered with.
I mean, I don't know if vampires can make themselves invisible to technology.
Yeah, well, we can remove our scent apparently, so who's to say that they can't?
In any case, let's look around. But I just wanted to point that possibility out.
Yeah. Karen goes into a computer room to check in there.
Sure.
Shiva assists.
Sure. Well, you basically, I assume that this means that you are going to check everything from top to bottom to try to figure out what this damn thing was doing, right?
Yeah, other than swiping at her poor little spiders.
Yeah. Well, what you realize is that the Bane doesn't show up on any recordings.
Of course not. They're recording in the Tellurian, not the Umbra.
Exactly. But even in the Umbra, it's as if it, quite apart from that little spider's recording, it's as if the damn thing wasn't here. What it has been doing here is really anyone's guess, because he not only hasn't he tampered with your or it tampered with your surveillance. It doesn't look like it's been in your computer systems or anything of the sort either. It whatever it did here was non-invasive, quite apart from the obvious thing that it invaded your home. But it hasn't messed with anything.
Maybe it just came to check. Maybe it's one of those spies they have. Just came to check.
Yeah.
Not the leeches, of course. They're not that smart, but...
Do we know when it was here? Perhaps we could figure out what we were doing at that time.
I could, of course, ask, when was it here? He looked at the poor floppy spider on her hand.
The floppy spider on your hand connects itself to the screen in your computer room, and you can see there is there's a date counter in the corner. Basically, this is what happened right before you heard Alistair McAlpin taunting you right before you went to kill him. Where he said he could see everything you did.
She looks over at Shiva and just points at the date and time.
Oh. I guess it was his eyes, and considering he didn't seem to die, maybe it's a part of him now.
Bastard. Maybe it is him.
I mean, it could be.
Or, well, no, he was still alive then.
Yeah, didn't he taunt us, telling us he could see us?
Oh. Ugh. Thank you.
What?
She carefully pats the little spider.
The spider is pleased with its helpfulness and crawls off your hand and back to the swirling mass of other spiders on the walls. You get a gnosis point back if you had spent any. Both of you.
Yay!
Neat. Well, it doesn't look like the vampires have been here, but I guess we found a clue to how McAlpin could see us.
Yep. I have now full up on noses. Yay!
Woo.
Good little spider.
Me too!
Yay! 7 noses!
It's pretty wild. You were kind of overflowing with spiritual energies over there.
Ew.
No wonder the birds are attracted to her.
Ew.
What?
Sorry, what did you say, Rasmus?
I said no wonder the spirits are attracted to her.
Nope.
And she's also have a spirit magnet.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Now I kind of wonder if Shiva's place of residence has then taken a distinctly plant-like look to it.
She could go check.
I guess she could. I suppose it would probably still have marks from the fact that it's primarily the Morrigan's place, but she must have been there a while now.
Yep, definitely.
Interesting thought, though.
All right. Well.
Taryn just looks around.
Well,
I
I
hope
think.
follow me when I move.
I think it's safe to say that you would have seen the Umbra in the place where you live, and it is the Morrigan's place. So, yes, it's not exactly as if it's the rainforest in there, but every plant in there has grown to extraordinary size.
Yay! Plant friends.
Yay! All right. While you are doing this, let us hop back out into the Tellurian and hear what the other guys are doing.
Connell's probably waiting impatiently for everyone to return so they can start hunting some vampires.
Yeah.
I imagine he's sitting
Fenna
in the sofa, twiddling his thumbs or something.
Yeah, I think Fenna's going to want to know what the others have been doing.
Connell will fill her in.
All right. For the record, guys, while you are sitting there, those of you who are in the Tellurian, you get a text from Francesca saying that she will be ready to perform the burial the following night.
I'm guessing Taryn would also get that because she can get connection everywhere.
Yes. She will be, or she doesn't call it a burial. She calls it the funeral.
Mm.
Oh, Fenna is also going to, since we apparently have the time while the others are in the Umbra, to show Connell how many of the other bullets that she saved.
2 bagfuls, she's a good puppy.
3, actually.
3, she's a very good puppy.
That's pretty cool, Fenna. Good work.
Just disappointed I couldn't get all of them.
Yes.
Had to leave some.
We take what we can get, and it's a good haul anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't get
For
hit by
once,
the
I
two
agree with
bullets they shot
Mighty
after me.
Alpha.
Temporary Alpha. I wasn't officially elected, remember? I was just appointed.
Sure.
We'll have to choose a new Alpha once this has all been sorted.
I suppose.
Look, it is tough. Sorry for bringing this up, but it is tough. In between knowing what I've got to do and knowing it's not going to please everyone in the group, well, there's a reason I wasn't keen to become one in the first place.
Oh, you said that if the hostage gets in the way, we let her die, right?
Yes, I said that if there's an opportunity to save her that doesn't compromise us, I will take it. But if we're forced to choose between our duty and our friends, our duty must come first.
Fair enough. Good choice.
I get the impression that I've rather upset Taryn by saying that.
Well, I'm not even sure resurrecting her was a good thing to do.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but there you go.
Well,
I didn't contest the decision, but I was kind of against it.
that's understandable. I, for one, am not as concerned by her resurrection. I think there is some positivity to it. But unfortunately, I will not let what I helped to achieve be used against me like that. I can't. None of us can. I mean, we've lost enough people as it is. Don't need to start getting attached to more people just to lose them the same way.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes, Taliesin does look a little bit sad as he says this, but he says it anyway. I think what he'll do then is Tally will flip out his phone and just a quick text to who be the right person. Let's say well, assuming she is a bit busy, but I'll send it to her anyway. I'll send a text to Kat just saying readying to hunt, free for all, or do we have targets?
You get a text back saying, I've just received a warning that a group of them is heading. A group of them is heading to. Come on, what the hell is it called again? It's heading to Ranelagh.
Okay.
And
Ranelagh?
Ranelagh is.
Oh.
Ranelagh is. Let me just take you back to the map. Is.
But my computer doesn't like the map.
Well, screw your computer then.
But that means I have to log out of Roll20 every 5 seconds.
That's bad. But
Because otherwise I can't do anything.
all right. I will be able to show you. Well, it's over here. It's actually the area where Tally and his mom's apartment is placed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's gonna. He's
Whoa.
gonna notice that immediately. Yes, a momentary appearance of concern on Taliesin's face, and then sort of focuses again. He looks to Connell and Fenn and says, "Well, at least we've got a definite target.
Oh?
There's a group heading towards Ranelagh, close to the area where my mum lives."
Connell rises from the sofa and looks at Tally. Shall we be off? Or do we need to wait for the others?
He looks to you and to Fenn and just says, "You two both set up.
Yep.
I'm ready
Okay.
to go.
Locked and
Okay.
loaded.
Go and get to the car then. I'll give them a text, let them know we're preparing to go. And if they're not out within the next minute, we go."
Sure.
Okay.
Yep, and as you said, Taran can get a text in any location, even the Umbra. So I'm assuming that you basically send her a text saying we are going.
Yes, we're heading out.
It's a good thing that they know she can get it, otherwise they would know that no one could receive any text in the Umbra.
Hmm.
Fenna
Yeah.
just looks straight into Tally's eyes for a second or two, and then hurries towards outside towards the car, saying, "Calling shotgun."
Mm-hmm. Not my bloody shotgun, you're not.
Connell just laughs and heads toward the car
nice
as well.
retort there. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, the text goes out.
Yep.
We're heading out. Please be out in the next minute. We need to head off.
All right. So you guys get that in the Umbra. Do you actually head out? You are about done at this point. So.
Well, if Taran lets me know.
She will. They're leaving us behind if we don't get out now.
Oh, let's get out then. You want to roll?
Yeah, I do.
To see if it takes 1 or 10 minutes to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
In which case, go this way.
3 successes. That's fine. You're getting out.
See if Taran is still up her A game.
Says Shiva, and then she's out.
Why does he say?
Because she can.
Ooh, that's excellent. Yeah, you both get out in very quick succession. No problem at all.
Boing boing!
Ding ding. And
As soon as-
yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
We've got a target down in Ranelagh. You both ready to head out?
Yeah, isn't that kind of close to where you live?
Yes. All the more reason we need to move out.
Yeah, I don't want to frighten you, but they might be going for your mother. They do seem to target people we care for.
Taliesin's face cracks. Not literally, but
That would be gross.
the facade cracks. The facade cracks momentarily, and then he just says, "I'm trying desperately not to think of that."
Yeah. Well, and Shiva starts walking, of course.
Of course.
And then she says, well, in the meantime, you could answer me. Did you say that it was sufficient? What else did you did? Plunged a piece of wood into them?
What?
Get the heart.
Yes, get a bit of wood or anything, impale them through the heart, and it paralyzes them. It seems.
That's worth looking into because I know a little bit of. Well, I don't know how to use a gun, but I do know a bit of rudimentary archery, and arrows are usually made from wood.
Then make an arrow without an arrowhead, and you got it.
Well, I'll probably also need
Make it out of wood.
Yeah, we're walking and talking. Taliesin's bringing the duffel in case there's any, obviously for spare ammo and guns.
I'll look
Karen
into
goes to
finding
get the
about.
bomb she changed.
Who changed what?
Taryn gets the bombs she changed from
Oh.
glitch
Alright.
to the thing that says boom and kills you.
Yeah,
in
okay.
both ways.
Okay.
You, so you get to the car, which Connell by this point has then already started.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you...
because it's easier, Taryn goes into Lupus and crawls in the back, so we don't have to fight over the space in the backseat.
Yeah. While you are on your way there, Fenna gets a text message.
Okay.
It's from your cousin,
Oh.
saying in Danish, you might want to get your ass to Ranelagh right now. Shit's happening. And that's basically what she's saying.
We're already on our way.
Yeah, Fenna just looks up from her phone. No, she doesn't even really look up from her phone. She just says, "Florid," and then
You're gonna say that?
back, "We're coming." He does say
Buster.
"Florid."
Where is Ranelagh again?
I will ping you. Here.
It's where the turquoise one is, or was it
Where is
green?
the
Was it
turquoise
turquoise or
one?
green?
It's okay. Yeah, but we just ping the
Oh,
green
it's more
one.
green than turquoise.
Rathmines.
There you go. It's Rathmines and Ranelagh are literally right next to each other.
Okay.
So, yep. It is. You get there, and there's a Lewis overpass, and then there's a T it's a T intersection, where a lot of shopping takes place in daytime hours. There are several. There are a couple of supermarkets. There's a cafe. There's a bakery. One of the few actual bakeries in Dublin is located there. A couple of clothes shops and so on and so forth. This is obviously late at night. However, most of them aren't open. However, it is also, you realize, where this lady's shop is located.
Of course.
Oh,
And when you get there, it has been, well, there's no question, you can see that it's been vandalized. It's been, chairs been torn to pieces, windows are smashed, it looks like absolute shit. You see this from a distance because the Garda is already present, obviously. That's probably why you got that text, Fenna.
Yeah.
There's a lot of yipping from the back
I'm just going to
that
shut up.
kind of translates.
I'm going to shut up for a moment, please.
Yeah.
I am going to drop out of the call and then come back in because everyone is breaking up for me.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying, Aya?
I think
It
it
doesn't
was
matter
in,
when Fenner isn't there.
I think it was in
Okay.
relation to this, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, this is serious.
Are we
And
still
I am
breaking
back.
up? Can you hear us now? Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, you weren't really breaking up, but you were very static and robotic. So it's a lot better right now, it seems.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard, what you are seeing is that the Garda is present outside outside the coffee, pastry, cookies, coffee, tea, goodies, candy, delicatessen, Americana pie shop run by Jocelyn Summers Winters. Because that place has been badly vandalized. Furniture has been smashed, windows have been smashed, everything looks in disarray, and there are two Garda patrol cars parked outside with their lights flashing. So clearly something nasty has happened there. And that is almost certainly why you got that text.
Yeah. Is my cousin one of the cops present?
Yes.
Then, unless my common sense says not to do it, I'm going to go up to her. If that is the car stopped.
You can do that. She's standing by. She's standing by one of the cars. Her colleagues are inside. She's standing there with a handheld radio in her hand, and when she sees you, obviously she switches it off so that she can talk to you.
Mm. Hey, Pernille.
Hey.
What has happened here? Oh, I think I know part of it. But what do you know? What do you know?
Not a whole lot, except that the people who did this, according to an eyewitness whom is now being interviewed by my colleagues inside, one of the people who did this flipped a car over. It's that one down there, she says, and points down the street, where admittedly it's a small, it's like one of those mini cars, but it's still clearly visible. With the rear end of it is sticking out of a driveway, but it's been flipped upside down. I kind of figured that you would want to know about something like that.
Your radio is off, right?
Yeah, it's off. Yeah. Is this the war?
Yeah, we were actually already on our way here because of vampires in this area.
Alright, listen, I'm gonna see what I can do to keep my colleagues right here for the time being. I'll make sure we don't go anywhere except here, but I'm not probably going to be able to keep them busy with this place forever. So, if you're going to make noise and trouble, for goodness sakes, be quick about it.
Okay. Do you have any descriptions of the culprits?
Yeah, it was two rather big and burly men, and a woman wearing a long coat, dark hair.
All right. I'm just making a note for myself.
Sure.
And,
all right.
One more thing, Nille.
Yeah?
One more thing. Do you think you could excuse a wolf from sniffing around for some scent trails?
Go ahead.
I think I'm... Oh, no, I think Finna walks into, an alley and changes there.
Yep.
After making sure that she's not being observed.
Sure. And you sniff around to see if you can get some sense.
Yep. And Ellie should totally get her a canine unit vest.
Ha! Yeah, that would be fun.
It would.
Then everyone would think she's a canine unit dog.
Yeah.
And won't question it further.
True.
That would be pretty smart.
Also,
Also,
very good idea there.
Yeah.
just as a remark / perhaps common sense thing, maybe what happened if Jocelyn was there? We should probably ask about that as well. Or rather, what happened to the owner?
Well,
so
nothing much is stopping one of you from coming
asking?
over and talking to her.
Except for the fact that I'm a missing person.
True.
All right. Well, you take some time to sniff around. Doesn't take long. You do get some slightly dead scents.
So was someone else asking her about the proprietor of the shop?
Unless
someone-
somebody
it was-
goes over and does it.
I think Sheila will
yeah.
suggest also say that she can't do it because she's not good with the Garda being a missing person at all.
Okay, so I'll probably go.
But well, the other cops are inside the.
Yeah.
Although
The
body
only
cams
one
might
who's
be a
out-
thing. Are body cams a thing?
No, they don't use those.
Okay. So the only cop on the outside is one of ours.
Yes. Have we all met Pernilla before?
Yeah, it's she's been introduced in the cairn. If only once, but she has been introduced.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Talia will go out to him.
Okay.
Good day, officer.
Good day.
Well, kind of, maybe not. Wanted to ask about Jocelyn, the proprietor of the shop.
She's not here.
Christ.
Well, it is late at night, obviously. I think the place was supposed to be closed anyway, but
Yeah.
they did seem. I mean, if you look around, she says they haven't been totaling anything else. They went for this place really, like, with a vengeance, which is strange because this is apparently a place that everybody around here really likes.
Exactly. Could be sending a message. They could have been looking for someone specific, someone they want to get to could have been hiding there, or may have been there, or someone could be in the care of the proprietor of Jocelyn, or someone else who's frequents the place, and they're trying to send a message that way.
That is possible.
Either way, it's clear that there's a very good chance that by attacking this place, they are thumbing their nose at the Kithane.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, but that's you guys' particular strength, not mine.
What, insulting fairies? That's not exactly what I want to do.
No, but talking to them in the first place.
Yeah, there are. Believe me, it's not that. It's not that privileged a thing. It's.
Nonetheless, guys, my colleagues are in there working right now. I may be able to stall them here for 10-15 minutes. You're in a hurry.
Of course. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, Jason very quickly goes over to Fenner. Any leads yet?
If
Eh?
Squeak.
Finna nuts.
Okay, good. Then we'll be on our way.
Right.
So, yep, back to the car. Just saying to everyone. Right back. Yeah, as I assume that is everyone else still in the car? Have they gotten out to observe the
I
spectacle?
think everyone is still in the car other than you and Fenna.
Okay.
Nobody else said they were getting out, at least.
It
Nope,
also makes
Karen
sense.
is still in
If too many of them go out at once and talk to them, it is going to draw the attention of the other cops.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yes. All those cops. Also intelligent and observant.
It's dreadful, isn't it?
Uh-huh. And a world of darkness for all things. But no, basically, once Fenner's with us, again to... Poise just basically looks to Fenner and just says, tell him where to go, and we go.
Pernilla, by the way, looks at Fenna as she pads by her on all fours. She smiles crookedly, wrinkles her nose, looks down at her and says, "Du har brug for et bad."
Finna would have answered, du skulle have set den, vi fandt i går. Sorry, du skulle have lugtet den, vi fandt i går. But But she's a wolf right now. She can't speak.
Basically, what she said.
Yip at her.
For any English speakers, what Pernilla just said is you need a bath.
Yeah, and what Finna would have answered was that you should have smelled the one we found last night.
So yeah, the
No, I think instead the what she does do is sort of make a big show of stopping, turning around, sniffing Pernilla, and then making that my nose thing with her paws.
she rolls her eyes and shakes her head.
Because
All
we
right.
literally don't smell of anything, and Finna knows that.
Yep, exactly.
Like, you say I smell bad. Ew, my nose, I'm dying.
All right. So everybody.
I don't think Pernilla is truly aware of the fact that we have no scent.
No, she isn't. But do the rest of you get out? What do you do?
No, Connell remains in the car. I was kind of thinking of something he could do, but
Sure.
not right now.
Okay.
I think Telly hasn't asked Finna where to.
Well, the thing is, Finna's idea right now is to follow a scent trail.
Yeah.
So that means you guys get out.
Okay, fair enough.
Or follow by car.
Can you just
That's
stick your
gonna
head
be
out
kinda
like any
weird.
other dog?
No, I'm awesome and all, but maybe not that awesome.
That'd be cool though.
Okay,
Well, let's
so
get going.
Speed
Yep.
tracking.
Yeah.
yes, follow on.
So you follow on foot, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you are you follow through the down the road first. There's no more destruction of property, but there are people aren't out in the street right now. Everybody is indoors. So something clearly did happen. About half a mile further down the road, you come across another car that has been brutalized, vandalized. Somebody has smashed out all the windows in it. It's an old vehicle, so it doesn't have a car alarm or anything, but it's definitely in that thing isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And from the looks of it, the people who did this went into the house next to the car. At least the door's still open.
Oh shit.
Finna, does the scent lead that way as well?
It did, didn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Finna nudge. Or
Let's go.
or communicate yes in the Guru language, which I don't know how you would communicate
Yip,
yes.
Post, yip.
In that case, let's go in and see if there's anyone left alive.
Right.
Right. You walk to the house. Walk through there's a small front yard, which is very neat and immaculately kept and very it's very pretty, really. This front garden with perfectly kept rose bushes and little patches of various different flowers arranged by color, and it's very neat. You get inside, and you can kind of tell immediately that whoever lives here is the same kind of person as who would arrange such a front yard. It's pretty, it's neat, it's comfortable, it's cozy, it's welcoming. It's also very quiet.
Is it too quiet? Does it smell like blood?
It doesn't smell of blood, no, but it
That's
is very quiet.
Don't like this. There should be some kind of sound.
Let's be careful.
The
I might want to roll perception and stealth as we
yep.
move in.
Yes, you go right ahead and roll. And
So
Also, I remind us that it's break time.
we shall take a break as soon as we've seen the roll.
yeah, I'm going for perception first, and I'm just going to roll the dice,
Yes.
and then you can tell me if I see, hear, or smell anything.
Let's see.
So that is 2 to 3 successes, maybe 4 if it's sent.
It's scent, but the difficulty would be there are a lot of different scents in this place assaulting your nostrils all at once. None of them are bad, but there are just a lot of scents. So it's 3 successes, but because of the one, it's only 2. You are a little bit distracted by all the different new smells. A lot of them smell extremely nice and tasty.
I feel this is Jocelyn's house.
And now that we know that you're going to be kind of quietly looking through this, we're going to take a short break and come right back with more Song of Tara.
I will say just and that was just 2 difficulties, even with both her general good sense of smell and Lucas subtracting in all 4.
I didn't understand a word of that. I'm sorry.
No,
That was...
sorry. And the difficulty was still high enough that it was just 2 successes,
Yes.
even with
Yes.
4 subtracted from the difficulty. Okay. And then I'm just going to roll a stealth.
Yes.
And
go.
that's quite a few successes, even with the 1 in there.
That's fine. Okay. Anyway, I am going to stop the recording here, and we will be right back in a moment with more Song of Tara.